Hello, Gemini. Welcome to your weekly reading for February 12th to the 19th. This is for Gemini, Sun, and Rising. And if you're new to my channel, I do a traditional Celtic cross spread. I also use astrology and my guides to help bring a lot more clarity and to get more specific with your reading. Gemini, I do this because I love you and I want you to feel like it's a personal reading as if we're here one-on-one rather than a general spread. Lastly, astrology has been around for thousands of years. It really did influence divination and tarot, which came out in the 14th century. Every tarot card is assigned an astrological element, a ruling planet. I mean, we go really deep when the two are involved, and both astrology and tarot are aligned with the tree of life. So, Gemini, this week, I don't know if you saw, I did a monthly reading for y'all, for every sign, and you know what this week is like, right? Come on. If you're into Valentine's Day, it's huge. If you're not into Valentine's Day, doesn't matter. Still a huge day for love. The Valentine's Day, I mean, I don't even know what to say. I mean, like Mars and Jupiter are doing this like slow dance, and it's just such a beautiful, beautiful day. Mars is in your sign right now, by the way, and then Jupiter in Aries is in your 11th house of hopes and dreams. So listen, what can I say, Gemini? Valentine's Day is going to be very great for you, but if you saw my monthly reading, you know that I say February 15th is the day that actually feels like Valentine's Day, and that's because Venus will be in Pisces. And Neptune. I'm sorry, gosh, Venus will conjunct Neptune, and they're both in Pisces. Oh my goodness, my jet lag is still, I can't believe I just said that. I just got back from a trip, of my first long distance trip in 3 years. Can you believe that? Since the beginning. Yeah, January 2020. So I'm still a little jet lagged, but what I meant to say is Venus is conjuncting Neptune. Both Venus and Neptune are in Pisces. This is going to be this is one of the biggest days for love, romance, passion, the arts. I mean, it's such a beautiful day. And so when you take those 2 days together, February 14th and 15th, back to back, come on. It's amazing. So even if it wasn't Valentine's Day, those 2 days, when it comes to love, when it comes to romance, when it comes to passion, when it comes to creativity, all of that, it's a whole other level. So that's going to be really great for you. And then at the end of the week, we are officially moving into Pisces season. Okay, Gemini, we're moving into Pisces season, and we have a new moon in Pisces. Now, I'm going to talk about that more next week. All right. But listen, that's your 10th house of career. That's your 10th house of career. So, I don't know if you felt it because Mars is in your sign right now. Mars is a planet of action. And so listen, it's almost like Speed Racer here, right? A lot of like forward momentum, and you should be feeling it, and you will feel it this week. There are no planets retrograde, all right? And we're building up toward your 10th house of career, public achievement, fame, all of that, all right? So, and that's a new moon. Let me remind you, new moon, new beginnings. Venus is sextiling Pluto around on that date. I mean, that is going to be huge. So this weekend is going to be huge. But again, I'm going to talk more about that next week. Let's go ahead and get started with your reading, Gemini, for February 12th to the 19th. Again, this is for Gemini. This is for Gemini, Sun, and Rising. And I think that's it. Everything that I had to say is exactly what I just said. So let's get started, Gemini. All right. Like I said earlier, I do a traditional Celtic cross spread. It is what my clients prefer. If you want to book a private reading, you know where to find me. Secondly, Gemini, I love you. You're amazing. You're awesome. And I hope that you're having a really great week. I love February. February is a great month. We're out of the past few months were so icky, right? They were just like quicksand energy. Nothing was getting, especially, November, December, even like the first half of January. So I love everything that's happening in February. I love all the alignments. There are, Venus is active, Mercury's active. But listen, here we go. Gemini. This is going to be a week. You got the death card. I love this for you, okay? I love that you got the death card. This is a transformational process. I don't want you to be freaked out. This is all about transformation. This is leaving one life cycle, moving on to the next life cycle. You can see here that, the sun is coming out in the horizon. This is indicating that this is a positive card, and this is moving into a more promising future, all right? And so you've definitely gone through some transformations, even, thinking about your past readings. There's been a lot, right? And so I really love that it came in your past, because it's really, and you see the white rose, you see the white horse, all both representing purity. I love what's happening here. You got the Page of Swords in the heart of your spread, okay? Now, the Page of Swords is, when it's in the heart of your spread, it's like the theme of the week, okay? It's like kind of like the main theme of what's happening this week. This is amazing, all right? Because the page, first of all, the messenger, all right? So you could be getting some messages come through. And listen, they could be, in your physical reality, they could be from your own intuition, or even your spirit guides, messages coming through. Secondly, you have this eagerness to just get going. He's so enthusiastic. He's so ready to go. And he's very spongy, He's like the type, the swords are the mental suit, right? And then Gemini, Mercury is your ruling planet, and you are, you rule the third house. You're all about communication. And swords are communication, okay? It is decision making. It's all of that. But it's the Page of Swords himself, very spongy. He's learning, enthusiastic to learn new things and get going. And I love this for you. This is going to be a big week, because you got your own card. You got the Lovers, but you got the Lovers in your challenge areas. So it looks like part of this transformation, there was something that you could have left a job. You could have left a relationship. You could have, there could have been something that wasn't working out. And if you're in a relationship, there could, what is the phrase? Trouble in the waters. There could be just, we might, if it's something, because the Lover's card is all about choices too, okay? You have the choice here. And so it's in your hands, all right? On whether you want to pursue this relationship or end it. But, with it coming up in your challenge area, it looks like maybe there is something that you may have to acknowledge in that area, all right? In relationships. And when I say relationships, this is both love and career, okay? Both love and career. So a message that came through is, for some of y'all, it's going to be with neighbors, okay? Something about neighbors. Keep that in mind. Or even like landlord energy. That energy is coming through. So keep that in mind for this week. There may be, and that could be part of this transformational process, because this is you're leaving one job, and then you're just rearing to go. The page, they're still in the royal court. The pages bring in that new energy, right? That new opportunity, that new beginning coming right after the death card for the new life cycle. Like, you're moving into this newness, all right? But let me show you something before I even, because I go in order, but I'm going to show you something here. You got the Page of Swords. You got the Page of Cups. You got the Page of Pentacles. When I say you're entering a brand new area in your life, a brand new chapter, not even a chapter, it's almost like, consider your life a trilogy, okay? You're entering, your second book now. You're writing your second book. This is a lot of new energy. Remember what I said, pages are that new energy. After the ace, they bring in the most new opportunities. They bring in the most new beginnings. You got 3 out of 4 pages. So, expect a life-changing week. Let's continue. You did get the 6 of Cups. I really love that, because 6 of Cups is really, 6 is the heart of tree of life. Now, I always point out this is the biggest house in tarot, indicating a lot of comfort, a lot of security, a lot of protection. That's what you're looking for. Now, a big message coming through, though, is like there is something about something from the past. All right, there's something about the past that's on your mind. It could be bringing you comfort. It could be something that, and if it's not, I want you to do that. I want you to think about things in the past that have brought you a lot of joy, have brought you a lot of comfort. I mean, well, I wouldn't say we both know, but, there's so much research out there. It's proven now that nostalgia does improve quality of life. It improves well-being. It improves your mental health. And it's so good to think about those moments. I even, I always, whenever I'm only bringing this up because I was just on a flight, but on planes, you know how like people always get stressed out and it's not fun, like being on like these long flights and whatever. I always watch an old movie because it's nostalgic and it's fun. And that's what you do. And that's what nostalgia does. It makes you feel good. And it feels good to feel good. All right. So, Page of Pentacles. Hey, you're looking for this, okay? You're looking for it. You're looking for that new opportunity, that new beginning. I actually believe you got this in your last, one of your last readings. But Page of Pentacles is, Page of Swords is spongy, but the Page of Pentacles, like, he's all about learning too. They're all young. They're the pages, they all want to learn, but don't underestimate them. Pages are, again, they're in the royal court. They have a lot of power. And it's this Page of Pentacles indicating you want, well, it came in the root of your spread. So a lot of stability with this new energy coming in, right? This new thing that you want, whether it's a new job, whether it's a new relationship, whether it's, a new home, the stability, okay? Especially because, the page, not only did Page of Pentacles came in the root of your spread, but the page represents earth. Pentacles represent earth. So it's double earth here. So being very grounded. This is very Taurus, by the way. And as we know, well, maybe you don't, so that's what I'm going to tell you. Venus is the ruling planet for Taurus. And there's so much activity with Venus this week. So I love this for you. I love this. Page of Cups in your future. All right. There you go. All right. Listen. There is, you are definitely getting some sort of message coming through this week. Something new to pursue, a new passion, a new opportunity, a new job offer, a new suitor. Do people say that? Suitor? Somewhat like, love interest. But something that it's going to help you follow your bliss, all right? A lot of creative energy here, too. I love the creative energy. Especially with the Page of Cups in your future, you can see him looking at the fish poking its head out. The fish is really creativity. And, like I said earlier, creativity comes in so many forms. Did I say this? It's the jet lag. I didn't say it for you, right? Creativity. When people think about creativity, when I bring that up in a reading, I don't want you to think, a lot of people just associate it with the arts, like creative writing or, movies or making movies or paintings or whatnot, which it is, but there's creativity comes in so many other forms. And you being in Gemini, the planet of communication, it's like being creative in terms of like problem solving, being creative in terms of if you're going on a first date with someone, like, what can I do to make this memorable? Just having those creative juices flowing. I really love that, but this is indicating something's coming through, and it could be, like, again, a suitor. Who says that? A new suitor. So be very open and receptive to that. Remember that I said Mars is in Gemini. Mars is in your sign right now. All right? Boom, boom, boom. Like, things are going to move. But you have to, take action. And Mars is a planet of action. But for some of y'all, with these 3 pages, oh my goodness, it's almost like the Lover's card in your challenge area with the Death card in your past. It almost looks like whatever's happening with a relationship right now, or a partnership, or I think it's meant to end for and possibly it's that time. You have 3 pages. It's a lot of new energy. And if it's not time to end, I mean, just you take that time. Remember, this is your card. Gemini, it's Lovers is ruled by Gemini, and again, it's about choices here. So but with it being in the challenge area, it does feel like there could be some sort of disconnect. So keep that in mind. But you do have a lot of new energy coming through, new beginnings and new opportunities. Now, Gemini, let's get to your staff. If you like this reading, by the way, it would be great if you'd like, subscribe, and leave comments. It really does help my channel grow. hey, it helps with the algorithm, and I would really appreciate it. If you are a subscriber, you know I love you. Thanks so much for tuning in. I don't know if I also mentioned, if you're not a subscriber, I do leave all the key astrological dates in the description box if you do want to follow along. Now, hello. I love that you got the Nine of Swords. I love this, actually. Okay, so we're going to... Here we go. It looks like a grim card, sure. I mean, it is despair, right? All the swords stacked over his head. Now, here's the thing, Gemini. Where it falls in your stuff, where it falls in your spread, and then looking at the rest of your spread, it is really just saying you're over it. You're over all the BS, okay? There's some of y'all may be feeling a lot of stress. There could be a lot of things going on through your head. There could be a lot of just, mental warfare, right? There could be feelings of grief, feelings of doubt, but also, maybe there's some remorse. Maybe there's some guilt. This is you, all right? So whatever resonates with you. But again, where it falls in your stuff, it's just you want it you don't want it anymore. All right, you're ready to move forward, and you have all this new energy coming through. All right, so what I always say is we all have free will. All right, you can choose to stay in the bed and just dwell and be in this place, in this headspace that doesn't serve you well, or you can get out of bed. All right, you can get out of bed and move forward. All right, and look at this. You've got, again, coming from the death card and then the 3 pages. I think you're gonna get out of bed. All right, so keep that in mind. I don't want you to have any doubts, and I don't want you to have. I don't want you to lose any inspiration, and I just don't want you to feel like something. Definitely, there was a fight. For some Geminis, there was some sort of argument is coming through. Find moments to heal that. If you're about to start a new journey, something big is about to come through. So it would be good to come to terms if you did have some sort of argument, or if there was something that was unfavorable, or if there was a fight, or it's just something that had to do with a partnership or a relationship or a situation. Try to find to come terms with that, because that's what's going to help you move forward. Okay, in every single way: physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. All right, now you did get the 2 of Pentacles. All right, in your external factors area. I'm just going to clarify that. So, wow. Gemini. All right, so this is all in your external factors area. There is definitely something this week where this fight that I was talking about, and maybe trouble in the waters within a relationship, there's going to be a little bit of, it's going to rock your boat a bit. Not okay. It's you did get the 5 of Cups, you did get the 5 of Pentacles, but you got the Queen of Wands. So let me pull all of these up for you. You got the 2 of Pentacles, you got the 5 of Cups, you got the 5 of Pentacles, and now you got the Queen of Wands. All right. So when I say something's gonna rock your boat, it's almost like there's so much feeling of a little bit of imbalance, and it's not even you. It's almost like there is someone that's bringing this imbalance into your orbit this week, and it just feels the feeling is that it's something new, something that a lot of y'all haven't experienced before, this situation. But look, you did get the 5 of Cups, so it may be, someone's going to be a little disappointed in what happens. There is a lot of grief in this card. Looking at the spilled cups, can't even see the full cups before, behind them. And so this is really You see that. You see also the Five of Pentacles, feeling of abandonment, okay? Feeling a little lost. Feeling, I mean, it's not a great card. I'm not going to lie. But with the Queen of Wands after it, this is interesting because it's saying there is going to be someone that may be hurt from. I think that some Geminis are going to break up with someone this week or in the process of doing it. And that's going to have an impact on that person in a way where maybe they didn't see it coming, and maybe it's just, it rocks the boat, and then it affects you. Everyone's gotten through a breakup, right? Well, I don't want to say everyone. I don't know. I mean, I would assume a lot of people have gone through breakups, and you know what the feeling is like. Whether it's you doing it or the other person, there's feelings on both ends. Everyone feels something from that, right? It's not an easy moment. And it feels more like the other person is going to feel more of it. Like, this sucks. I can't believe you did this. But if, again, all this new energy coming through now, I do feel that it is going to be something that it's going to affect you. Like, their feelings are going to affect you. But, the Queen of Wands, the last clarifier in your external factors area, it's just showing that there is going to be someone who's very powerful. So, the Queen of Wands is someone who can, attract. Think of Nicole Kidman walking into a room, right? She can get whatever she wants. It's the Queen of Wands, all right? Power to attract anything she wants, but, someone that's very charismatic, someone's very, even regal, someone who is just really passionate, okay? Really passionate, very popular too, okay? Now, again, this is all in your external factors area, all right? And so someone's coming through to help you along, all right, in a big way. You have a pretty big week, Gemini. You have a really big week. I'm gonna do one more clarifier. Look at that. Yeah. So, Queen of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles. All right. So, it's almost like with the Lovers in your challenge area, Death in your past. You're 3 pages here, okay, and in your spread, but also this with the Six of Cups in your crown. Oh my goodness! And then look at all this in your external influences area. Someone's coming through to. There's definitely something new coming through, and it's very auspicious this week. Okay, now you see all the clarifiers here with. In your external factors area, someone may feel a little guilt or not great about a situation, and big energy is a breakup, or just parting of ways, right? With a company, with a boss, with your job, moving forward in this new direction, and it's honestly the best thing for you. You got the Queen of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles, the biggest pentacle in the deck, money and wealth. I mean, new beginning. I mean, you see the golden pathway there, right? And then the archway. I mean, this is really like moving forward on this new path. You're on this new journey. And then again, you got the King of Wands too. And so you see you got the pair here, the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands. All right. So, I mean, he is the entrepreneur of tarot, right? So this is very work-related, career-related. Worked his butt off to sit in this throne, okay? Nothing was handed to him. There wasn't any succession. It was he earned it. He earned it. And I always say he's like the Steve Jobs of tarot. The King of Wands, very inspiring, very influential. Didn't have to work for anyone else. Really earned his, way up, and was had such an impact. And it's what you want now. It's like you want to sit in that throne, and then finally you got Temperance, okay? And your final outcome, that's very interesting. Temperance has been coming up a lot. But it's that balance, all right? That patience to see things through, that moderation. Temperance is what? Self-restraint, right? But in a way where it's just like, you see her foot in the water here, right? And the other foot on the ground. She's testing the waters, okay? She's not jumping in. She's not doing a cannonball. But the Archangel, even the 2 cups, The water, I mean, that's knowledge. Before pouring it between the two cups, so there's a lot of balance there as well. All right, there's a lot of balance in this card. Think about that too. This archangel. I mean, temperance was known back in the day as the alchemist. All right, if you think about temperance, when you break it down, it means moderation. It comes from the word temporare, which actually means to mix. That's why the alchemist, right? So think about that, the balance that you need, everything, all the ingredients that's going to make that perfect world for you. What do you need more of? What do you need less of? Are you spending too much time with, your friends, not enough time at work? Are you spending too much time worrying about this when you need to put some attention here? Find that fine balance, and it came in your final outcome, so I think that you're gonna be fine. Let's just do one more clarifier, and there you go, you got the Knight of Swords. Okay, this is great. This is not. Uhtred's of Uhtred, right? So, nobody gets that reference. Think of Jon Snow from Game of Thrones, right? Just bold and courageous, and very transformative energy. All the knights are, they're all on a mission. They're all working for the queen, and this one is just so ready. Nothing's going to stop him, right? In fact, he's going into the storm here. All right, and so swords again, the mental suit. So boom, you're good. You're good. You're charging forward in this new headspace. You have a lot of new things happening, okay? You have a lot of things ending this week. You have a lot of new things happening. There's some things that, there may be some people that you part ways with, and it may have a bigger impact on them than you, but it was meant to happen. It is meant to happen. I'm gonna have to say it. With your 3 pages here, and then with your Queen of Wands and your Ace of Pentacles, of course, with the Death, we're coming from the Death card. About the transformation. Yeah. So Gemini, I know that was a heavy reading, but oh my goodness, you have a big week ahead of you. Big week. I hope you're prepared for a lot of changes coming your way. Big ones and promising ones, auspicious changes. So, Gemini, thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you next week. Bye bye.